I had to call in just because I go, this is insane.
Well, you know,
Somebody super chat Kevin.
He's going to listen to this and be very upset. Oh, and then Chad called into Melton, and he said...
Somebody super chat Kevin, say, like, I'm going to be your new co-host just to see what he does.
All right, do it.
All right, bye.
Yeah, I love how everybody's way of getting everybody is to send them money. Dude, send a $20 super chat to Steel Toe and tell them that they suck. It's like, yeah, that'll get them. Please send me super chats to tell me I suck, you guys.
He wants me to.
Some announcement is telling him to evacuate. He's muted it. Is someone calling in like a bomb threat or something to his apartment?
Shuli wants you to fail and work for him.
What was that? That was like an announcement at school when they do like a fire drill. If you live in an apartment with a PA system, you live in the ghetto. I mean, or is this a hotel or an Airbnb? If you live in a place where someone can come on a speaker and talk to you, that's crazy.
Levy's here. Bob,
hey.
Shuli called me. What's going on?
I don't know. What happened today?
Son, I did a pre-show. I did an early show. I watched the BS show yesterday. I was not happy. I was not happy with the with the like that I'm a clown and everybody's smart. I'm a clown and we got to worry about Geno and we got to worry about this guy and Kevin Dombrowski. And nobody worries about Bob Levy or Kevin Brennan. So explain that to me. And Shuli called me. I'm not going to take Shuli's fucking call and have him explain to me. Well, you talk shit about this guy, or you gave out his phone number. I'm done. I'm done negotiating with fucking terrorists and pieces of shit that think that I work for them. Shuli, I don't work for you, motherfucker. I'm not on the fucking Shuli network now or ever. And you can have Chad and Ray DeVito, those two fucking losers from Ohio. And and should I pay them? Should I pay them their salary and then you get their super chats? Because they get a platform here. I'm still paying Ray DeVito more than fucking Shuli pays them. And so now I'm supposed to pay Chad and let them do a show on the Shuli network, and then Shuli can get the super chats. So fuck that. Chad's done here. Chad's sitting there yesterday on the BS show saying, well, I don't know where we're still negotiating. No, the negotiations are over, motherfucker. You're done. You think I'm going to do you? Yeah, right. Fucking loser. Chad can't read a fucking room. Chad can't read a fucking room. How about you should be fucking sucking my cock every time I let you on my fucking show?
That would be ratings. But the whole thing is that, look, I think Chad said to Milton that he was going to come on 2 days a week, and that's why he was saying he had
nothing to do with the Calta thing. He basically literally started the Calta thing. He's sitting there like, people are blaming me for the Calta thing. What did it? You started it 100%. I don't even contact him. I don't mention him. Chad thinks he's fucking cute. The guy's a fucking loser, Bob. Go ahead.
No, that did. I don't think it would have been said if he didn't text him that day. It would have never been brought up.
It never would have been brought up.
Yeah, but he definitely fucking the situation for Calta to put Shuli in that position. And the whole thing is, not everyone is like me and you.
Okay, well, no. How about if he was giving out your number? Would he have sat there like that? So she acts like we're friends, and then if he would have, how about if he was giving out Bob Levy's number? Would Shuli have sat there like that?
I don't know. I don't.
He
know.
wouldn't have. He wouldn't have.
Shuli Agar is here. Shuli's in town, going to be at Side Splitters. What do we got? I don't have your schedule. You gonna be there tonight?
Yeah, I'm there tonight. Chad Zumach will be opening for me.
Don't let that stop you from going to see Shuli. He's very funny.
Sit through his lies, called a set,
Yeah.
and then I will be on, and I will bring the heat.
Now, yesterday I get a text from Chad Zumach who says, I don't talk to Chad a lot, and I do like him.
I do too. I bust his balls, but I like Chad.
He's one of those guys that you meant to bust his balls. And he texts me and he goes, "Give me your hotline number." And I go, "Why?" And he doesn't answer for a couple of seconds, and I start to lose interest in why he even texted me in the first place. And then he writes me back, "Kevin Brennan wants to call in tomorrow while Shuli's there and squash the beef between you two." And I said, my audience doesn't have any idea who Kevin Brennan is or the fact that I'm fighting with him. Kevin Brennan thinks that there's some great debate going on, some big fight between he and I, that my audience is at the edge of their seat to see what. They have no idea. He's played in Tampa like 2 times in the last 10 years, and he's not even that funny. I don't know why he thinks they would care. I'm interested in it, so I said, well, I got a better idea. Why don't you give me your number, and I'll call into your show right now, and we can handle it. And he wrote back, "We don't have a call-in number." And I just went, oof. That's all I said. I was like, enough said. I'm done there.
You can work it out with him via super chats, I believe, is how
Super chats?
I'm just saying.
So this thing that you said, we can help, or my show can help his show, and vice versa. So he's going to help me by giving out my number on other people's shows?
No, that doesn't help fucking nobody. That's just fucking Calta being a bully there and putting somebody in a spot, which is bullshit. I think it's a bullshit thing that Calta did. You know, if you want to do that, do it on a day when nobody's there that's involved with each other, you know? And I don't like that at all, you know? But this shouldn't have fucking happened. And I don't know why.
Said conflict is good. So make conflict. Say to Calta, well, that's a fucking, move to give out somebody's number, especially since I know the guy and I'm quote unquote friends with the guy. So instead of standing up to Calta, and then even Mike Morse asked them on your show yesterday, the BS show, well, what happened after the show was over? Oh, nothing. We hugged and said, thanks for letting me do your show. No, that was kind of a fucking bullshit move. So I know who my friends are. They don't exist.
So I don't listen to this show, but evidently Kevin Brennan talks about me a lot and gave out my phone number on the show. And
I think that happened a long time ago,
it did.
right?
So I'm sitting in my living room.
And then he got a taste of his own medicine. Somebody gave out his number.
Well, I'm sitting in my living room and my phone rings. I don't recognize the number. I don't answer. It happens a lot. Then 5 minutes later, it rings again, different number. And I'm like, Then it rings again and I go, hello, Dallas, Texas. Hey, man, why won't you take Kevin Brennan's call? I go, Kevin Brennan didn't call me. And he's like, oh, well, he just gave out your number on his show. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I hang up, no more calls. And I waited and I text Kevin and I said, it's been an hour and 3 people called. Literally, I sat there and I didn't rush to I just sat there and I waited 3 calls in an hour. So then I changed my outgoing message and said, hey, you reached my Calta, but if you're looking for Kevin Brennan, call him at 917, and I gave out his phone number. And then it fired back at him. And then I text him and I said, listen, you got a problem. Let's handle this like men. And he doesn't answer.
All right.
Then I text him a screenshot of his wife's cell phone number. And I said, let me just let you know, you're messing with the wrong guy. I live for this stuff. This is what got me where I am today. This is a hobby to me. I live to do this. I will play dirty and I will make your life miserable. And then he won't even acknowledge me anymore. Then I sent him a message on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and I said, I just wanted you to let you know, a lot of time has passed. Things have gone. I still hate you, and I'm going to punch you in the face if you ever come to Tampa. And he doesn't respond. And I'm like, oh, this guy's no fun.
I mean, Kevin, why are you ghosting the guy?
Chad's a piece of fucking shit. Chad won't take responsibility for anything.
No, but
he says they got a black guy, makes up 2 different stories, and he's like, yeah, neither one was true.
it didn't make sense. I still don't know what the fuck happened that night, or fucking it's probably the guy that delivered the coleslaw that fucking fucked him up because he didn't tip him. I have no idea. I don't know what to believe anymore. You know, but I talked to Chad the other day and he seemed to understand what the fuck was going on. And I said, nothing we talk about goes out. Melton goes on and says, you got a text from Chad saying, I'm on 2 days a week. Isn't that something I just fucking said not to say? Why do you got to talk to everybody? You know what I mean? You can't act
Because
like
he thinks he's playing us. He thinks he's playing us. Like, we can't do the show without him. The show will fail without him. I went out by myself this morning. I got more views than Melton did or Steel Toe. Unscheduled, unplanned, all the uns. And I still did better than them. And then Melton starts watching me watch him. And then Steel Toe says, I'm pathetic because he knew I couldn't take it. Couldn't take it. You mean all your money? Yeah. I'll take your fucking wife next, bitch. I can't take it. I'm taking all your money.
Yeah, it's drying up there. It's drying.
All my goals are going to you. All your goals are going to me, bitch. What's the goal today? We already had it. Thank you, Washman. $50.
Yeah, that's what happens when you fucking think you're in the major leagues and you're not in the major leagues, and you find out fucking quickly. You find out fucking quickly, and that's what happens. That's a fucking fact.
So Shuli has no problem with the way they fucking dicked you around. Compound Media. He has no problem with that. He has no problem with Geno talking shit about my family, but he's worried about you talking shit about his family.
Well, that's all Geno does. That's Geno's
okay, so but he doesn't have it, but he has a problem with you doing it, but he doesn't have a problem with Geno doing it.
He thinks I'm a better person than that now. I wasn't like that before. But
all you're doing for Geno is sending signs like, "Go ahead, we're not going to do a fucking thing in retaliation."
That's already happened. Fucking Kevin Dabrowski already hit me up, and I go, "This is part of the deal." And it's done. I'm done talking to anybody over there, anybody that's involved with them. Geno just lost a gig today. They wanted to put me on a gig. My friend, the red orange guy, he wants me to put me on a gig in fucking October. And he goes, yeah, Kiana and Geno are going to be on it. She wanted Geno to be on. I said, I don't work with anybody. He goes, okay, then it's your show. You know what I mean? It's already starting, and it's going to continue. And you think it's going to happen to me? You're out of your fucking mind, because I fucking kill on stage, and people like being around me because I'm professional. I'm not a fucking drunken fucking idiot that fucking just starts screaming on stage. So let it begin. Let it begin and see what happens.
Yeah, boy.
Exactly. It's just the start, man. It's just a start. You want to fucking come at me, you're going to fucking pay. I don't give a fuck. I like, you know what I mean? I don't need phonies around me. I'm not going to deal with phonies, and they're not going to be at a show with me. They're not going to be around me. If anyone comes up to me, I'm just going to say, get the fuck away from me. I am not dealing with this bullshit.
Fans? You got to tell the fans to fuck off?
The fans are the fucking greatest. You know what I mean?
I like this, Bob Levy. People come up to you, you go, get the fuck away from me. Even the fans, you give them a fucking stiff arm.
No,
the whole line at the meet and greet.
Yeah, there's a line in a meet and greet. He tells them all, next, go fuck yourself. I fucked your mother.
We roast them on the way in.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, but we roast them on the way up, the new meet and greet kind of way. But no, the whole fucking thing is that I am not going to, I ignored him for weeks. You know what I mean? And we were just looking, Geno, I ignored him for weeks. He cries every day. He sends me texts every fucking day crying. I don't even look at him. I looked at him the other day. It's over. It's done. Everybody around you is done with anything I'm involved with, okay? And I'll make it clear, and see who they want. See who they want, me or you and your friends. Even your friends, everybody together is not even one of me. Not even fucking one of me on stage. I can do a show by myself and destroy the whole fucking thing. Four of you are a pile of shit. So fuck off.
What did Kevin Dabrowski say? He just texted you?
He texted me, he inboxed me. So he goes, I heard something. I go, anybody involved with him, done. I'm done with it. I'm not fucking dealing with anybody anymore. And he said, he goes, I hope it's worked out one. I didn't write fucking worked out. It's not working out. I'm not going back to this shit. I'm not going back to this shit. I am not going to go back to this shit and carry his fucking career when it's over in a fucking year, when it's over in 3 years or whatever. You will fucking suffer in the fucking gutter. That's what you're going to fucking do. I'm not dealing with this fucking bullshit anymore. I don't even get mad. I'm not even mad now. You know what I mean? I'm going to fucking sit back and just giggle and watch it all explode. I don't have to do a fucking thing. You know what I mean? A phone call comes to me. Sure. Who's on the show? Huh? Not anymore. They are. No, they are not. Okay? It's not going to fucking be happening on any of my shows.
So he's trying to book Canoe and himself now?
I guess she's trying to get him a gig, which is fucking, she's like, my boyfriend, you know, he's a comedian. And I was like, fuck, I go in. They didn't mention anything yesterday. She didn't mention anything. So, no, it's not happening. I have a gig that weekend. I was supposed to go out of town. I'm taking it. I'm not going out of town. You're not working.
Shuli needs to keep KB's name out of his motherfucking mouth. Adam, what was the other one about the catalytic converters? I know I was up there too long. I should have read it. My bad.
No matter what you think, Shuli loves you, and
I don't care, Bob. I don't care, Bob. Hey, let me give out Shuli's. Hey, let me give out Shuli's number. 0. Oh, he's a loser. He's a 0. I get it. All right, I didn't get it at first.
Some Tampa catalytic converters.
Yeah. No, Shuli. I'm getting a lot of emails that Shuli's a snake. He can't be trusted. I don't really know Shuli, but I know that like he wants everyone else to be professional, and we're supposed to turn the other cheek.
How embarrassing is that only 3 people called me?
It's bad.
If I were to give out Kevin's number right now, do you think more than 3 people would call?
This sounds like a bet. What's the over-under at? Are we talking?
I would say, okay, so just to give you some background so you know, this is the #1 show in Tampa, has been for some time. I've been in this market for almost 30 years, and we do pretty good.
So you're saying like
2 million people in our listening audience. So
let's make the over-under 12, guys. What do you say?
12 people? Maybe it's my ego, but I'm going to say over. I'm going to say over.
When you gave Spanish's number out, how many calls did you get?
They're still calling him 7 years later.
That's a fact, actually.
7 years later, he's still getting phone. Oh, wait, Carmen, kill that music. Kill the music. If I'm going to give out Kevin Brennan's phone number, I want it to be silent.
Oh, my God.
Silent before we wrap. Everybody get a pen and write this down. And don't make me look stupid, because if Kevin Brennan only gets, you say 12, you meant 12,000. Because I say 12,000.
Okay, 12,000.
917. Make sure I got the right number. I don't want to give out. All right, 917. This is the guy who gave out my phone number, and I got 3 phone calls. Please don't embarrass me. Call Kevin and tell him that I hate him. 917. You could just call him up and be like, hey, Kevin, Mike Calta hates you. Fill up his voicemail. Do whatever you have to do. Don't say anything about his kid. We'll save that for another time. 917. That's Kevin Brennan. You don't have to know who he is. Just call him up and tell him I hate him. Shuli, I like you a lot.
Thank you, pal.
I will never give out your phone number.
Thank you, buddy.
I don't even care if you do a show with Kevin or anything like that. Last time BT was here, he said, I got Shuli in a couple weeks. I said, I refuse to have Shuli on because of his association with Kevin. And then he texted me. He goes, so no go on Shuli? I go, oh, no, of course we'll have Shuli. I was just joking. I don't even really hate Kevin. I don't even care. But if you want to call Kevin, 917.
You know what? You just earned yourself some more steak.
And, and Kevin, and God forbid, let's protect Kevin fucking Dombrowski. And because it would be unprofessional to fucking fire that fucking loser where they made fucking Bob Levy, a 40-year veteran of radio, do a fucking song and dance. E-Rock and Cumia, and then after all the fucking song and dance, he has to be seen with fucking Rob Saul to make a pilot. Then they're like, oh, we'll air it, and then they're like, we'll see how it goes. And then Geno's like, oh no, he doesn't have any fans.
Yeah, they're not going to come over.
He doesn't have any fans, E-Rock. Don't fucking sign him. Geno's a piece of shit. Anybody has anything to do with Geno, Kevin Dombrowski, Cumia, E-Rock, any of those fucking losers is a fucking loser. So and then Shuli's like, Cumia sells tickets. Does he? Then why is he not on tour? Oh, he sells tickets for the Dabblecon. Fucking Stuttering Joe wants to do my show.
Put him on.
You think people wouldn't watch that? You think they're not sick of Dabblecon? At this point, they'd rather see the real fucking thing. Enough with the Elvis impersonators. Let's get Elvis.
Well, I wouldn't go with Elvis, but yeah, they would love to see it. James Burnoff, $4.99. Kevin, I keep telling you, Bob is a fair weather friend. He embarrassed me in front of that nerd. from WATP and Chad Zumach. Would you stop it? I never embarrassed you.
Where in Rochester?
No, in a chat or something. He said, "I love Bermond. Bermond, come on, stop it. I didn't embarrass you." Yeah, John wouldn't come. John's just gonna play you. He tries to play everything. He cries on Twitter.
Yeah, if I get played, I've been getting played by Chad Zumach, so I guess Stuttering Johnson next fucking buffoon to play me.
Yeah, well, he's fucking.
Chad's like, we still haven't. We're still working out it. We're working out the details of the new contract. He's sitting there giggling. I had nothing to do with Calta. You didn't? Mm-hmm. What a fuck! I wish I was there. I wish his stepdad was here
with a coffee cup.
No coffee or no coffee. I just want his stepdad to give him a fucking solid fucking right to the jaw.
Doodles $4.99. Kevin B is the man.
Make that fucking Chad Zumach eat fucking oatmeal, more oatmeal. Sure, you had a lot of oatmeal for breakfast with a fucking. You can't really chew when your stepdad beats the shit out of you every fucking morning.
Yeah,
and he was right. He was in the right. Chad's literally a piece of shit, human garbage. People fucking make fun of us behind our back because we have Chad on the show. Now I get it. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
He's listening now. One thing he's listening, but he shouldn't have said that we made a deal to anyone because of the fact I basically made it clear, don't fucking say anything. Keep everything that we talk about as behind the scenes because that's what it is. And that's all that anyone needs to know. Little Mayor, $20. This is a golden age of comedic podcasting post radio. Shows like MLC, Shuli Network, Red Bar, NLO, Sit Down Zumac, Ray DeVito Show, and Rob Socha are pure gold. Bob is behind all of this, a pure radio genius. You see?
I mean, you had me till you got to Rob Saul. I mean, seriously, are you fucking high? I mean, Ray DeVito was pushing it. Rob Saul, you just made a fucking... You made a fucking chicanery out of it.
Rob is good with me. Rob, we know each other.
Because he's low and he doesn't have to bend down to suck your cock. How's he good with you?
Sometimes he has to get on a chair to suck my dick, but it makes me feel taller. But no, I mean, like me and him, we have a history of knowing each other a long time. We do work good together. It's a fact. It's a fact. But like Chad's listening to me. He's trying to be better. I tell him I want you to be a better fucking human, and just keep it quiet. You don't have to tell everybody everything. You don't have to do that. Holy shit. Addicted to Profits, $10. Bob, the issue with Shuli is he chastised Geno at length on his show about giving out Kevin's number. Then Calta did it, and then he sits there and does nothing. It's total hypocrisy.
Hypocritically. It's totally, it should have been, it's totally hypocritical.
We should bring in a reader. This ain't gonna work with the reading shit. Adam, come on, you can read. No, Seamus.
No, I cannot.
No, Seamus.
Seamus.
What is the stupid fucking name anyway?
He's Irish. He's Irish. Yeah, no Chad, no Monty. Shuli is a bowl of bland.
No, look, whatever you think, everything will go away and everyone's going to be happy.
It's not going away. I mean, you guys act like Shuli always has some thing. Well, you gave out his number first. Did I, Shuli? You moved to Alabama, too. You're a fucking idiot. Shuli's like, I don't like Astoria. Well, I'm going to go to Alabama because they both start and end in A. What the fuck kind of a fucking logic is that?
I never heard that.
Who doesn't? How about trying North Jersey? I got to get away from Astoria, so I'm going to move to Alabama. What a fucking idiot. And he's running a fucking network and whatever he gets on the thing, he's like, well, Kevin, didn't you give out? Yeah, I did it as a bit. Shuli. Mike Calta was talking to his fat friend, Bobby Kelly, before surgery. And he said, yeah, Brennan, whatever he said, Brennan's a piece of shit. So I said, Mike Calta is calling me a piece of shit. Call him and ask him why, as a joke, because that's what a piece of shit would do.
I was there.
Yeah, and Bob, you were there. And how about if you were friends with if Mike Calta? Wouldn't you have stopped me? It seemed like you were a little uncomfortable with me doing in the first place. If you were friends with Mike Calta, wouldn't you be like, Kevin, it's not appropriate?
Yeah, I think I might have said.
You want to put a stop to it. I sense you weren't comfortable with what I was doing anyway. But if you were friends with Mike Calta, you definitely would have been like, "Hey, Mike, or Kevin, maybe you shouldn't give out Mike's number on the air."
No, I think I said that don't do that, don't do that, and it was just like you just did it, and then
I did it as a bit, a comedy bit. Doesn't Shuli have a background in radio?
Yeah, it was kind of.
And then I took it out, and then I whatever, and I try to mitigate the fallout of it. But then it's like, and Chad's got to fucking text Calta like, what did I do? All I did was texted Calta. Calta hasn't said boo about me in 6 months.
Yeah.
He texted me on Christmas or something, and that was it. But Chad, no responsibility. Chad's never guilty of anything. Didn't steal the credit cards. Wasn't a dick to his stepdad. Got punched in the eye twice and had 2 different stories for it. And on and on and on. The sauna story. I mean, I get sick with it. I can imagine what the fans are fucking thinking.
Yeah. I don't never sat on somebody by accident, anybody.
Even on a bus.
Nowhere. Not even at a. How can't you say that word? But no, I mean,
Bob, there are snakes all around you boys. Jealousy is a bitch. Keep your heads up. He's right. Bob Lee for life. It's right. I mean, the fact that Steel Toe, the fact that I was doing better in Steel Toe today, numbers wise and super chat wise, I'm sure. And he's like, I can't take the pressure, or whatever the fuck he said. I didn't see him say it. Somebody said it in the super chat, but he goes, I knew Brennan wouldn't be able to handle it. Handle it.
He's handling your money pretty fucking well
Jesus
right now.
Christ, send your wife my way. I have all your money. Maybe your wife wants me to go out for a steak dinner. Fucking idiots. And Geno's talking shit about my family, but Shuli don't have a problem with that. But he has a problem with you talking shit about Geno's family. He's like, no, we got to take it. We got to take the high road. Fuck that. I'm not taking any high road.
Bob Levy for life, Canada, 550. I like Shuli, but he acted wrong on Calta. Shuli was playing into it. Encourage him, ask him what's the over and over. I mean, you know what I mean? Look, I'm just saying 95% of the people are not going to jump out in front of people and say, don't do that. Stop that. Don't attack that woman. They walk away. They just fucking ignore shit. It's just the world we live in. That's just a fact.
Yeah, but he's your boy. That's not a good quality.
He put him under an uncomfortable situation that.
Yeah, but they were joking about it. He was joking about it. It wasn't that uncomfortable.
I didn't listen
to joking about it.
I don't even.
Well, everyone says the same thing. Everyone's saying the same thing. I didn't listen either because I didn't want to have a fucking aneurysm. But that's what everybody says. They were joking about it. What's the over under on how many calls Brennan will get? So that's not a professional. But then he's like, well, you gave out the number first, and you were talking about Dave Landau's wife, and didn't you say Chad was there?
Mm-hmm. But the same thing is that when you said about Dave, you knew nothing about Dave's wife. You threw out a comment, and I know how you do it.
I didn't start anything. Goldman started it. Mike Calta started it. Even I was saying this morning on my show, when Bobby Kelly went at me, I was like, that's for 6 years. That's for 6 years. I basically didn't do anything, but I've been talking shit about him because he's a fucking idiot. And so was Shuli. If Shuli thinks you're gonna eat shit and then take the high road, that's not what. Why do you think the show's so popular? Because we don't take the high road.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can think what they're going to think, what I'm going to take, but they're never going to know until things happen, and then it goes from there.
Until they get in their car and you're in the back seat.
That would be fucking cool. Like some people, they open their mouth. They shouldn't open their fucking mouth, and they have to learn a lesson. I'm not going to hit Geno because I don't hit women. And secondly, that's what he wants. I'm not going to give him what he wants. I'm going to give him the opposite of what he wants.
Yeah, like you said, go after his family. That's what he does with everybody else. Speaking of that, we got Pat Dixon on this Friday.
And when are we doing the Pat Dixon benefit?
Whenever you want.
Okay. Let's set it up.
Wherever, I would just name the place and I'll be there.
Okay.
Bob, I agree with you most of the time. I heard it. Shuli should have said, "Don't do that," especially after he was talking about having KB's What? Bob, I agree with you most of the time. I heard it. Shuli should have said, don't do it, especially after he was talking about having KB's wife's phone number. Yeah, so it just gets worse and worse for Shuli. Like, it just gets worse and worse. So
Wait, so you guys never actually heard it?
No.
I listened to,
I didn't want
listened to the beginning.
But everyone's saying the same thing. So Shuli acts like, what could I have done? How about anything? How about a fucking anything?
Because he claims to have, when they were talking about it, he claimed to have given his listening audience was like 2 million people. And he said he gave it out. And so he's like, don't embarrass me. So how many calls did you actually get?
What, he says he has 2 million people listen to him?
He was saying that the Tampa, the greater Tampa area, his audience is like, it spans like 2 million.
It could be.
Well, it's not. It wasn't 2 million. All right, because if it was 2 million, I'd be thrilled. I'd be thrilled to be that popular.
I was just curious if you got like that. I mean, because you.
No, I got like 30. I got like 30.
30 phone call or 30 text
30
phone calls,
text,
just
yeah.
30 inquiries.
Yeah.
Wow. Because that was the whole thing. He was like, "Don't embarrass me, people."
Wait, he was saying that? Calta was saying that?
That's what Calta
Yeah, Calta's a loser. Calta's a loser. He's a fucking nothing. He's a nothing. And the fact that Shuli had to go there and fucking and they still didn't sell any tickets.
Well, he doesn't have 2 million listeners, as you can see, because it's
at least not very engaged listeners.
No, he don't have 2 million listeners. I bet at the time he gave it out, probably 1,000 people were listening to the fucking show. So yeah, the guy. I mean, at this point, my number, I don't give a shit about my number because everybody has it anyway. But the fact that Shuli thinks he's such a in conflict sells and he's such a fucking professional. But he sits there and he gives out my number, and he's like, "Well, what could I have done? Oh, well, weren't you joking about it? Weren't you joking about it before he gave my number? Wasn't it a big fucking joke? But what could I have done? How about not joke about it? How about going, yeah? But Shuli's desperate. He need to sell tickets. He knew that the numbers were low at Side Splitters that night. Of course, Chad didn't deliver on ticket sales, so he's like, I better let Kumia." Do whatever he wants. I mean, Calta do whatever he wants with me. I gotta give out my friend's phone number. Whatever he wants to do. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna stand up to this guy.
Do you think you don't get along with people that last name starts with C
and ends with A?
Whoa. This is
no, they're all in the mafia. They're all Sicilian. They're all in the mafia. I like Shuli and I like you. So can we all? No, I'm done. Shuli was calling me when I was going to pick up my kids today. I'm not even picking up. I don't want. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not talking to Chad off the air. I'm not talking to anybody off the air anymore because I gain nothing. I'm done negotiating. I'm done going like. Yeah, that's right. I did, Shuli. I did start it. With Calta. Calta started it. You fucking Jew broad. Calta started it.
You don't think it's a good idea to talk off the air and just see what happens?
Nope.
I think it always
not anymore. I'm 100% done talking off the air and working things out off the air. 100% done.
How about
100% done?
Just a quick talk, Snapchat or something, just a quick talk,
Done. Done.
TikTok.
I'm done talking. I'm done talking anybody off the air. Any conversations. My kids want to talk to me, they'll have to go into the super chats.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done. I'm gonna once the summer comes, I don't have to take my kids anywhere. I'm gonna be live streaming 24/7. So I'll be eating on the air. There's no reason to be off the air. There's no reason. Anything happens, I can just discuss it right on the air.
I love people fighting. I hate when my friends are fighting. That's what you know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if people kill each other that I don't really care about. To me, I'll smile and I'll fucking walk through the blood. But I don't like when friends are fighting.
That's too bad, Bob.
I'm just saying that's me.
I'm done. I'm not talking to anybody on the phone. I may be like, and then Shuli will go like, well, didn't you do the with the Bobby Kelly and with Geno? Didn't you? Well, Geno, you're okay. Good. Work it out in the BS show. Work it out. And then I'm not even done, but I'm done with the even shitting on the Shuli Network. But Kevin Dombrowski's still there, right? Because God forbid you take him down. God forbid, because he's bringing in the numbers. I mean, it's laughable. It's laughable. So everyone buckle in, as they say.
Believe me,
Buckle
everything
up.
will be taken care of.
Nothing's going to be taken care of. I'm just going to keep live streaming. Nothing's going to be taken care of.
Everything's great. Look,
I'm going to do my taxes. Today's tax day, and then once I'm done with my taxes, then
doing them today.
Nothing's going to get worked out. That's my prediction. Nothing will get worked out.
Yeah. But John, knock 50, going from emotional high with Bob Levy to a low blow with CZ.
Chad Zuma
was pretty jarring. Who are you, Otis Redding? I can't take you loose.
I can't turn you loose.
Cut him loose. Hi, Gina. There you go.
It's like having a son who takes the special bus to school and he's trying to learn how to read. I have to keep correcting him. I don't mind. You don't like when friends fight, and I don't like when you misread my super chat. So I don't mind correcting you. Plus, there's pressure when you have to read the super chat.
Yeah, Bob, John Carson, $10. Bob, Shuli not. Fuck it, go.
Shuli was not put in a spot. He even created the over/under on how many people would call Brennan. Get real about your buddy, Bob.
I am real about him. I know he doesn't mean anything.
That's what Hitler said.
He did.
Hitler said it was a misunderstanding, like a.
He really said that?
Yeah, like a Three's Company episode. He said it was a bit that got away from him.
He did? I didn't see that episode.
I saw it on one of those retrospectives. It was a bit that got away from him.
Is that when Jack was hiding in the shower? And
and Chrissy came in, right? Oh, with the dude.
Christ.
That's what happened.
I don't know. I don't like the small Adam. I like the bigger Adam. And I think the crowd.
Yeah, but he's going to get fired too.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, I can only get fired this much now. Look at him up there. Look at him.
Yeah, he'll just say, don't deny that's him. He goes, that's not me. Prove it. It's
that's not even my plant.
Oh, it's definitely my plant.
I know. That's your fucking plant. You fucking love that fucking thing.
Salvatore M. Kevin, as a pro wrestling fan, I would tell you there is no money in a feud with Shuli because he won't work it with you. The real money is a feud with Levy. No, that's not going to happen.
There's no feud with me and Kevin because I like Kevin. We get along really good. We're good friends. We
Bob, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
No, but I'm saying
as soon as Adam made the song and he said Bob, Kevin, and the Mud Shark, I knew we were doomed. I knew.
I know that was.
As soon as I heard the Mud Shark at the end of the song.
Well, I made a new one I played yesterday. It said maybe Chad.
Yeah. But as soon as you heard that, as soon as you made the theme song and the Mud Shark was mentioned, I'm like, that's the end of that show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what he never calls this like me and Bob's on the show with me. Like, everyone else was working with him. We've never talked about anything like that because it's bad luck.
Yeah.
It's just not good because it never works out well. But I'm a different beast. I just.
No, Bob's a pro. And then Shuli, Stuttering John, I guess, was I don't know why all of a sudden he's on Twitter now. He actually sent me a DM yesterday, and then now he's on Twitter, and he said Brennan lost his mind. Everybody was saying I was losing my mind today. Stuttering John said I lost my mind because I said Levy's great. Levy is great. Levy's great. I mean, he does. How many shows a week do you do for the Shuli Network? You've done 4 already this week. 3 yesterday and 1 today. How many more you got to do today?
1 tonight.
So that's 5 in 2 days. How many more you do?
And then
How many
2 more. And then 2 more. Then Levy Land. That's 3 more. So I mean, like 8 to 10, I guess.
10. You do 10 shows a week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I dig it. I really.
No,
enjoy
I'm saying it don't matter if you dig it, and we don't really use terms from the 70s anymore, but. But
it's really groovy. That's
cool.
Saying.
Hey, I got my bell bottoms on, my hula hoop, and I'm ready to go.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying
it's pretty neat. It's
no,
pretty neat.
Bob, for how many shows Bob does, he should really suck at this, but he doesn't, and he knows how to fuck it. He knows what his job is. He has a different whatever. Anyway, I don't want to go into the details.
No, you say it. I'm a different person on every show because I'm that fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he knows what his role is on each show. So that's part of being good on a podcast. Anywho, and then he kills on stage. And I'm not even just listen again. I'm not saying it like to flatter. I'm saying it because it's true. And sometimes it's annoying. Sometimes I'll do great, and I'll be like, Levy can't follow that, and then he goes up and kills, and I'm like, I guess he can handle any situation. Whereas Geno stinks always, and that's not even exaggeration. Even when I was friendly with Geno, I was always amazed at how shitty he was at stand-up comedy since he's been doing it for 20 years, or how long has Dombrowski been doing it? That he's plugging the Grizzly Pear. Even if you work at the Grizzly Pear in New York, you don't put it on your website because it's an embarrassment. If you go there and do a guest spot, or if you're scheduled, fine, but you don't promote it. Yeah, hey, I'm right after Barry Ribs and before Chrissy Mayer. What a lineup! Frank, book them like the Led Zeppelin tour. They do 2 weeks at the fucking Hyatt Hotel on Sunset. Chrissy, Cumia, and Geno and Barry Ribs. They'll sell out the LA Forum for 2 weeks solid. That's how big they are.
Right now, Barry's running around his apartment trying to get the fucking audio in, right? So you can hear what he's saying about it.
Right. Alex Watts, Chris Watts' brother. Our rockets aimed toward Brennan. Time to build the Iron Dome. I trust nobody. I trust nobody at this point. It's like these motherfuckers. Like, and then they all act like, what did I do? Shuli and Chad both sitting there like, what did we do? Chad gave Calta the number. I mean, Chad texted Calta on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Shuli sitting there like, well, what did I do? I didn't do anything. What am I supposed to do? Take the mic out of his hands? First of all, you could talk over him, which you would never do. But what you could have done was act like it's not. Maybe we shouldn't do it, or be making jokes for 10 minutes before you did it. So how would he
say that we are all a sinking ship? The sinking ship is in New York City. It is fucking sinking through concrete, through floor by fucking floor. What are you tuned into? What's fucking happening that's so fucking great?
Bob, they don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about compound media?
Yeah.
They don't even. Nobody's even watches that. They're aware of it. Nobody watches that fucking show. Yeah, we can have like 1,100 people watching right now. Think Cumia has 1,100 people watching live? Not in a million fucking years. You could sit there. The phone lines are dead. Nobody even fucking calls in. Candy Crush. KB is my idol. Hopefully this isn't a work and Chad is gone forever. He brings nothing to the show except collecting money that should be yours. And now he's going to have a show on the Shuli Network.
No,
and I'll have to pay them. I'll have to pay Ray and Chad more than Shuli does, and then Shuli will collect the super chats.
No, that was a joke. That's not going to happen. Those two
guaranteed he'll try to make it happen.
No way that those two will ever work together. They're not going to do it. You know what I mean?
No, they were both giddy once they realized, like,
they're giddy because they're on the air. They're on the air. They're not going to make
that's not why they're giddy.
Nobody wants to see two middles and from Ohio.
They do. I said I would watch.
Yeah. No, it's not. Nobody they'll watch it once. Okay. It's not going to be two people just staring at each other. It's not going to be a show, you know. Mike Laisley, $4.99 with an F. Have Stuttering John on to shit on Shuli. That would be entertaining.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it if we were on here. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Get him on right now. Send him a fucking link. The motherfucker's got my number. You going to cry on Twitter? Call me, you fucking cunt. You fucking piece of shit.
Why? What's your problem with him?
He's just because I did the show one time with Shuli and he started complaining after all you did. You did nothing for me. You paid me fucking what $800 to fucking headline your weekend when you're making fucking $500. Get the fuck out of here. I wasn't even gonna do it. Florentine says it'll be good. I did it a little while, and then Artie said to me, "Hey." He goes, can I work with you? I brought him up. Next thing you know,
this is like a Three's Company episode where you're brave. Artie has to be involved and Florentine. It's always the same fucking guys. And then we went to the Regal Beagle. I mean, seriously, every story Artie and Florentine or something about. How about Modi? Was he there?
Modi was there. I like Modi.
See?
Modi's a
homosexual.
That's okay.
When I met him, he was bisexual. I was like, not for long, Modi.